Wild on Twos. Thank you for joining my channel. Please remember, hit the like, the subscribe, and the little bell for future notifications. I just want to thank everybody that has subscribed to my channel. I was pretty shocked that I noticed I was about 130 subscribers so far, and that surpassed anything I thought. Well, this week, guys, we're going to be talking about common causes of motorcycle accidents. Last week we talked about beginner motorcycle mistakes, the rider mistakes, and which leads into this subject, the common causes of motorcycle accidents. I mean, we all know, obviously, that motorcycles are more at risk for fatal or serious accidents on the road, more than other drivers. Yeah, I mean, us as motorcycle riders can increase safety by being aware of the common causes of accidents and taking steps to reduce or avoid the risk, whether it being taking extra care of when you're lane splitting. I mean, it's illegal in Texas, but other areas it's not. Anticipating road hazards or resisting temptation to speed. And I kind of did my research, and I was looking at different numbers, and there's about six things that are the most common cause of accidents, and the rates are pretty interesting. I mean, crashing involving motorcycles and other vehicles accounted to 56% of motorcycle accidents. I mean, number one, it was motorcycle and head-on collision. Majority of these accidents, the car strikes the motorcycle from the front, and that attributed to 78%, which I thought was, not to say it was higher than I thought, but it was higher than I thought, because I thought maybe the rear getting hit by the back will be a little higher, but actually car strikes from the motorcycle from the rear was only 5% of the time. I mean, there's things that we could always do, obviously. We have to pay attention when we're getting to intersections, anticipate someone taking the red light, turning left, or people like right now merging from the right. Someone once told me, act like you're invisible. And then when I get to a stop sign or a light, I get myself in position, hopefully this guy does not drop any of these things. Yeah, it'd be pretty irony. But I get into lane position 1 or 3, depending on giving myself an out at a red light. And hopefully I don't get hit square in the back. If they get hit, it will be at least not a dead hit from the rear. At least it gives me an opportunity to maybe get the bike moving if I see someone not slowing down. So maybe that leads to the next one, is the single most dangerous situation for any motorcyclist occurs when cars are making a left-hand turn. These collisions account for 42% of all accidents involving a motorcycle or a car and a car. I mean, usually the turning car strikes the motorcycle when we're going straight through an intersection, passing the car, or trying to overtake another car. I mean, and they're common accidents also with cars, obviously, but we are smaller in size. We're less visible to the turning vehicle. Motorcycles that pass cars within the same lane are even more vulnerable. The cars don't, number one, cars don't expect being passed in the same lane, and are surprised when bikes pass them through maneuvers when it's slow in traffic. I mean, hence that goes into the next one, lane splitting. So lane splitting is a common cause of motorcycle accidents. It's due to several reasons. One, we're close proximity to the car. The reduced space between motorcycle for us to maneuver, so we don't have much room to maneuver. The fact that cars don't anticipate, like I said, a vehicle or a motorcycle passing them when they're stopped in traffic. I mean, here in Texas it's illegal, so I mean, I've never lane splitted, so I know people in California do. And I think they're supposed to try to pass it. They're trying to pass a bill in Texas to allow lane splitting because it helps out with traffic, apparently. But I don't know. That. Someone can leave that in the comments if you know more about that. And of course, it goes to the next one, the third one, motorcyclist speeding and alcohol use. I mean, about half of the accidents involving single motorcycle accidents are caused by speeding or alcohol use. I mean, you see many of those accidents at 10 p.m. through 3 a.m. The stats, I mean, they're not surprising. I mean, the factors that play a large role of accidents among cars itself and other vehicles is alcohol and speed. But of course, since we're, like I say again, since we're just, we have no protection as a rider, just the gear we wear. So if we get in a car accident, it's going to be fatal. And then it goes to the next one. collisions between motorcycles and fixed objects. Everything we talked about before, from even the alcohol, speeding, from last week's video, mistakes that we make, taking the corners too quick, not leaning enough, gravel, wet roads, leads to us having an accident with fixed objects, that being a post, a median, anything stationary. I mean, I think colliding with fixed objects was about 25% of deaths of the total. So then the next one after that is road hazards that we face as motorcyclists. I mean, we face higher dangers from road hazards than cars do. I mean, you have potholes, dead animals, slick pavement conditions, uneven heights between lanes, and irregular, unexpected objects that in the road that which pose a serious safety threat to motorcycles that we don't see until the last minute. So, I mean, lane position is key, and spacing between cars. I mean, you want to be able to give yourself an out, give yourself a chance to see upcoming hazards during a turn. Don't follow big trucks carrying stuff, trailer boats getting full. That's just a few. There's plenty of things. Leads to the last one is high-performance motorcycles. I mean, high-performance motorcycles, although they comprise a small portion of the overall number of motorcycles on the road, they do account for a disproportionate number of accidents. The motorcycles do fall in a few categories. Of course, you got super sport motorcycles and you got sport motorcycles. These super sports, they're built for racing platforms and are modified for highway use. These motorcycles are lightweight, go up to 160 miles per hour. I mean, high power engines. Most of the riders are under the age of 30. Everything I was looking at for the average age. So it probably contributes to a higher accident rate. They were saying most likely cautious for being less cautious as someone that's young and takes more risk than someone that's an older rider. Then you have the sport motorcycle bikes. It's very similar to the super sports, but have lower power to weight ratio. The drivers are still under the age of 34. The death rate among super sport motorcycle accidents is 4 times that of the riders of conventional motorcycles, like cruisers, standard, and touring motorcycles. The riders of more conventional motorcycles are older, by the age of 40 and above, and the death rate amongst riders of the sport motorcycles are 2 times that of a conventional motorcyclist. It goes to one of my last things I was just throwing in there. It's not the common cause of the accidents, but motorcycle accidents do cost $16 billion every year. And that was a statistic that I was reading. You have the cost of rehab, medical services, the loss of productivity, I think was the largest one, not being able to work for a year or two. If you're rehab, a lot of us don't have disability insurance. Some people are blue-collar workers, and we're kind of shit out of luck if something happens. So that was a big one. And last thing was just another interesting fact, not a common cause. Just the average age of the accidents, 54% of the motorcycle riders killed were at least 40 years old. The number increased, and I just think that has to do with demographics. Every year, riders getting older and not many more newer riders coming up. Well, that's it, guys. Everything in a nutshell, common causes of accidents, and hopefully we all can be safe out on these roads. It's a beautiful day here today, and hopefully everybody's out riding. Like the video, hit the like, to subscribe, the bell for notifications. I do appreciate everybody. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and take care.